Hi everyone, in this video we're going to be checking out Bayswater and giving you the inside scoop on what makes this location an incredible prime central London location that's often overlooked by some of its more notable neighbors. Bayswater is actually known for its multicultural vibe. It's in a great location right on the northern edge of Hyde Park and is so easily accessible with some of the best transport in the city. The area boasts beautiful Georgian and Victorian architecture with picturesque terraces and garden squares. It's located between heavy hitters including Kensington Gardens and Hyde Park to the south, Notting Hill to the west, and Paddington to the north. As I mentioned, it's got excellent transport taking you throughout the city, whether that's Bayswater Station for the Circle and District lines, Queensway Station for the Central line, or Paddington Station, which is a major transport hub taking you across the UK with the Bakerloo, Circle, District, Hammersmith and City, as well as National Rail. For a bit of history on this area, it was originally a rural area with large estates and farms in the 18th century. Urban development accelerated in the 19th century, leading to the construction of Georgian terraces and garden squares. You can spot Victorian stucco terraces throughout, as well as several Grade II listed flats. Notable past residents include J.M. Barrie, who is the author of Peter Pan, Winston Churchill, former Prime Minister of the UK, Tony Blair, also former Prime Minister of the UK, and Damon Albarn, a musician and local vocalist of Blur and Gorillaz. For things to do and see in Bayswater, they include restaurants such as The Park, which is a modern grand cafe inspired by French brasseries offering relaxed yet high-end dining experience. Lu, which is a fusion restaurant blending Japanese and Peruvian cuisines located in Paddington, known for its sushis and tapas. For cultural attractions, there's Kensington Palace, and this is a stunning historic royal residence with exhibitions and tours located within Kensington Gardens. While there, you must head to the gardens during spring and summer to enjoy the outdoor space. Also, there's the Serpentine Galleries, which is a contemporary art gallery situated in nearby Hyde Park, featuring rotating exhibitions. For bars and pubs, let's highlight the Victoria, which is on Strachan Place in Paddington. It was voted one of the Evening Standard's top pubs to visit in London, and it's a traditional pub offering a selection of ales and classic British fare. Even if you're visiting, you can take in a pint or just to take in the classic interiors with period features and epic fireplace and Chesterfield chairs. The exterior is something to behold as well, with its unique rounded end on the end of the corner of the street. Or check out Old Mary's on Craven Terrace by Lancaster Gate Station. It's located in a Grade II listed building in the heart of Bayswater. Head to the Mitre Pub for a pint before heading below for the experimental cocktails and speakeasy bar. Old Mary is a former mistress of the building's one-time owner, Lord Craven, and was found murdered in the scullery back in the 1800s. She's said to still roam the rooms today. Their mixologists have created unique cocktails in 5 different categories to try: complex and robust, light and sparkling, long and fresh, sour and zesty, or sweet and fruity. It's definitely a must visit, if only for the quirky cocktail and taking in the historic interiors. For parks and green space, you definitely will have plenty of choice. As we've already mentioned, there's Kensington Gardens, which is an expansive parkland featuring formal gardens, the Albert Memorial, and the Diana, Princess of Wales Memorial Playground. There's also Hyde Park, which is one of London's largest parks, offering boating in the Serpentine Lake, open-air concerts, and vast open spaces for recreation. Now let's talk about housing and what you might find in Bayswater. Your average house price in Bayswater has an overall average of about $1.31 million over the past year. The majority of properties sold in the area were flats, selling for an average of £1,070,000, while terrace properties sold for an average of $2.7 million, with semi-detached properties fetching on average £4.8 million. Overall, the historic sold prices in Bayswater over the last year were down 18% on the previous year and down 19% on the 2022 peak of £1.617 million, according to Rightmove. If your budget is $2.95, you can find this lovely 3-bedroom, 2-bath flat located on Cleveland Square. It has period features throughout, and as I mentioned, it's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and along with high ceiling, located in a beautiful period stucco building. It's split level, so it's located on the ground and first floor and has access and views across the stunning communal gardens. The apartment features very high ceilings soaring to 3.63 meters, which is over 11 feet. The apartment also has its own front yard and porch on the street, and there's even an original stained glass window for that added charm. It has a total square footage of 1,826 square feet, equating to 1,615 pounds per square foot. You can actually find a 3-bedroom flat under £1 million in the area. Here we're going to highlight this 3-bedroom, 2-bath on Sussex Gardens, which is a tree-lined street, and it's a 3rd floor flat with lift in the building. It could definitely use some personality updates, particularly in the kitchen, or good for a rental investment. At 998 square feet, it equates to 976 pounds per square foot. If you've almost got double the budget, you can find this 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath on Westbourne Terrace. It overlooks a beautiful tree-lined avenue moments from Hyde Park. As I mentioned, it's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths across the 1st and 2nd floors. It's in a Victorian conversion and it offers a share of freehold. It has period features throughout with great potential, along with a large balcony. And there's a separate cloakroom alongside the 2 bedrooms. The principal bedroom also has its own dressing room, and as well as there is a separate dining area. At 1,412 square feet, it equates to 1,239 pounds per square foot. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this episode where we've highlighted one of London's very special areas called Bayswater. I even call it the redheaded stepchild of prime central London because it's often overlooked. But with the Whiteley's development that's been happening, Bayswater is definitely on the move. If you want to know more about Bayswater or any other prime central London location, we've definitely got a series of area guides that you can check out. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button or consider subscribing as I put out weekly videos on the London property market and living in this incredible city. I'll see you in the next video. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, and if it's your first time on my channel, don't forget to subscribe to make sure you don't miss a single episode as we put out weekly videos about the London property market and living in this incredible city.